I wanted out of that corporate environment badly. So that was my why. I wanted people to feel the way that I do, but I also wanted to feel differently myself. I wanted to do something that was ours, that we owned. I was a weight loss patient myself. I needed to lose quite a bit of weight. I was overweight, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, stressful job as usual, and I'm in my mid-50s. So, the old saying is, hurry up and get through your 50s as a man. My previous weight, I was 276 pounds. I'm 6'1", 276 pounds. That was a little over 6 months ago. Today, I am 194 pounds. So for me, it was a total game changer. It completely changed my life and my wife's life. She was the one that was so worried about me. Was I going to be around when we were in our 80s to watch our grandchild?
His job was strenuous. The weight was adding up. The energy level was decreasing. And we have so much ahead of us. He himself took the journey to try the GLP-1 injectables, and we saw immediate results. And with those results, he started to come back. His life, his energy, his zest to just do and be involved in everyday functionality of what's today, what's ahead of us, what's tomorrow bringing. We are executives, my husband and I, and we were looking for an off-ramp, perhaps an off-ramp that would allow us to run a business that was our own, where the energy, the efforts put in were rewarded.
So we decided that this was something that everyone needed to have access to. So we decided we wanted to try to start a weight loss clinic. So I started looking on our own, and everything was very complicated. This is a medical clinic, and the regulatory issues that you have to overcome. I just don't think there was a way for us to do that ourselves.
We initially interviewed, I'd say probably 5 consultants, if not more, and it just never felt right. We were close to signing with another consultant, and it just didn't feel right. I would say to my husband, Thomas, there's red flags. My gut is telling me something isn't right. We felt that the credibility was not there, or they didn't have the experience. They didn't have the playbook. But when we spoke to Clinics of America, I can only tell you that it felt right. We were working with a consultant who had a history of being an entrepreneur, who knew what it was like to start a business, the struggles that we would entail, to give us the direction that was necessary in the context. Not only help us launch the business, but support us along the way and be there as we were hitting a yield sign, not sure what to do. For the simple things, as simple as, how large of a space do we need? Do we need a CMA, a certified medical assistant? It was, perhaps these questions they would come up during the day, the night, over the weekend, and they were responsive. I began to feel like this was the way to go. This consultant, it just felt right. I came to my husband and said, we need to stop, pivot. Let's take a look at Clinics of America, because they do have the answer to what we're looking for. They have the complete playbook. Not only are they going to give us a roadmap of how to start running this business, my gut instinct tells me they are going to be there for us along the way, as they have.
Clinics of America, the support that they offered was fantastic. It was literally turnkey. I think the day that we decided to sign up with the Clinics of America, we received an entire package of every single step that we needed to follow to open this clinic. When I remember back then when I looked at it, I thought, oh my gosh, how daunting. But I look at it today and think, it looked daunting at the time, but with their help and their assistance, we got through every one of those steps. Clinics of America had all those answers. They had all those contacts, all the way down to the pharmaceutical company, the pharmacies that you're going to use to supply the medications to your patients. How do you get in touch with those people, and how do you sign up for a contract with those people? That was all laid out for us, and even so much so that they were on the phone with us almost every time that we needed to negotiate a contract with any of these people. It doesn't matter what it was, and I'll be honest, it really didn't matter what time of the day. I could reach out to anyone at Clinics of America, and they were back on the phone with us, answering our questions. If we ran into an issue with some kind of contract negotiations, they were there. They would actually reach out to the people, and in some instances, they negotiated on our behalf, which was huge. But, you know, the difference between Clinics of America's model is this is not a franchise. You own this. That you own every square inch of your program. You own every square inch of your profits. You own them. We looked at franchises, and God, they were so limiting, and they have an end date. Most franchises, you know, you have to turn it over or renegotiate after 10 years. We own this, and we can hand this down to our kids and our grandkids.
Clinics of America simplified the process. They had a complete playbook. Where to start, what to do on day one, who to contact. Think big, but take small steps. And these are the steps you need to take to get it done. Clinics of America gave us the confidence to know we were never alone on this journey, that we could in fact call upon them 24/7. And they are there, they were there, and they still are to this day in the event that we hit a crossroads. After just a few months of opening, we are in constant contact with them. They check in, want to know how we're doing. Are we having any problems? Share your successes, share your pain points. And if there's a pain point, they're willing to help us, or they're able to help us resolve that pain point.
The framework that Clinics of America provided us were invaluable. It's just like anything else, where you can't build anything without a good scaffolding. And Clinics of America offered us that scaffolding. We just had to follow the plan.
My biggest concern with deciding to go forth with the space of weight loss was the financials, you know, what it takes to open the business. And Clinics of America was most helpful because they gave us a line item down to the penny, what we could expect to spend on the front end, what we needed to invest before we start to generate revenue. So with that clear journaling, I guess you would say, a roadmap of expenditures, that helped to put us at ease. So we knew that there was going to be nothing unexpected.
This is a scalable business. It's scalable in the way that you can add anything that you want. You own it. It's your business. You own it. So what we did was we started listening to our patients, and patients would come in and they would ask us, "Hey, do you offer sculpting, body sculpting?" So I went back to Clinics of America and asked them, "Do you guys know anything about this?" And they did. So we're going to go down that road. Other things like NADs. We've had a lot of patients ask about that. Again, because this is your practice, this is your business. It's not a franchise. You don't have to ask anyone's permission. You can add all of these ancillary services to your program. It's yours. It's yours. Even with our deep backgrounds in medicine, there's no way we could have done it without the help of Clinics of America.
Working with people in the space to see the confidence that comes back, to see the joy, the hope, the ability to control their destiny. Because many of these people come to us with very little hope. They've tried diets, they've gone on the Mediterranean, they've gone on the keto, they've tried other programs without success. And they needed something to just help push them over to the other side, to push them onto the side of success, to be along with our patients and share this journey and share the success and get to understand their why. Why did they put the weight on? So not only do we serve as a weight loss and wellness center, we also serve as a friend, and we also serve as a confidant.
So there's a couple of patients that just completely stand out. One of those is Martha, and Martha came to us, pre-diabetic. She's overweight, pre-diabetic, high blood pressure, could never lose the weight that she wanted. She tried everything.
Hi, my name is Martha, and I've been coming to this facility for 7 weeks, and I'm very excited about my journey. I've been trying to lose weight for a long time. I found myself in my late 40s suddenly coming into menopause, and I gained 30 pounds within a very short span of time as a result of that. I tried many programs to try to lose weight, and I wasn't very successful. I'd lose a little bit of weight, but then I'd constantly gain it back. So weight loss has been my primary objective for coming here. But I'm also excited to see, the other impact on my subsequent health issues like heart health, high cholesterol, high blood pressure. I have blood sugars that are starting to broach into the area of pre-diabetes. So I'd love to see if this drug could possibly help with that. And also I have arthritis, so weight doesn't factor well into any of those kind of issues. So really excited to see where my journey goes. So I'm 7 weeks in and I've lost 12 pounds, and that's a lot of weight for someone my size. I picked up a 10-pound weight the other day because I started working out to, build up my muscles. And I was amazed at how heavy that 10-pound weight is, and I just can't imagine what that's doing to my joints or the rest of my body, so I'm just relieved. I feel great every morning. That 10 pounds makes a huge difference. And I think it's amazing. I mean, why does anybody have to be overweight, Nobody wants that. It's so unhealthy. And now we have a drug that can help people. I feel like the insurance companies should be all over this in supporting the drug and, prescribing it to people who really need the help. And I just felt like I was in good hands. They took me through all the processes necessary to get approved by a registered nurse, and they helped me feel comfortable with the injection process. I couldn't be happier. I feel like they just embraced me and helped me feel comfortable in any way possible. And yeah, I'm very happy, and I've been recommending this place to several people, I think I mentioned that to Tom earlier, that I have a couple folks in my inner circle that could really benefit from this program, and I'm your biggest advocate here because I can't say enough about the outcome. I'm really excited to see what's going to happen in the next month or two.
It feels wonderful to be able to lead our clients down the road of success, to help them reach goals that they thought were not attainable.
If you're thinking about doing this, just do it. Just do it. You're helping so many people. And when you're looking at, across the U.S. right now, what is it, 75% of people in the U.S. are either obese or overweight. I mean, these medications are not going anywhere. And, and people need our help. And getting access to these medications through their own physicians or through insurance it's nearly impossible, and the cost for those medications is just outrageous. We can offer that same compounded medication to patients. They can change their lives, and they don't have to give up their life to have access to the medications.
If somebody was to come to us today and ask about our experience with Clinics of America, whether they should do it, I would tell them, don't wait. Do it now, because every day you wait is one less day of charting your future success.